Today we are going to talk about the chromosome. For us to be able to understand how characteristics are passed from the parents to their offsprings, we need to understand the structure of the chromosome, what it contains, its behavior, and how it is affected by the external surrounding, which includes the chemical substances. The chromosome is always invisible, but during the process of cell division, it becomes visible, especially during the stage called prophase. It contains some genetic materials called the DNA, in full deoxyribonucleic acid. Each chromosome contains two strands. These strands are called chromatids. Since they appear together, they are referred to as sister chromatids. The definition of the term chromatid is a single strand of chromosome which has not yet replicated. Each chromosome is joined by the other at a point called centromere. So two sister chromatids, in between them there is the centromere which binds them together. I want us to look at this diagram that I am having here. This one is the cell which hasn't started the process of replication, but it's just about to start at a stage called interphase. The chromosomes are there, but they are very thin and thread-like. Later on, when the process of cell division has started, this is now at prophase, the chromosomes are visible. The chromosome contain some genes on it. I hope you can see these parts here. These ones are indicating genes which are carried by the chromosomes. And when you look at this chromosome, there is the central part called the centromere. That is the point of attachment between the two sister chromatids. This is a sister chromatid to this one here. There are some chromosomes which always appear to be together. They have the same size, shape, and structure. They are called homologous chromosomes. They always come into contact with one another to form a bivalent pair, especially during prophase 1 of meiosis. In that case, it leads to exchange of genetic material which causes variation among organisms. During the process of reproduction, each parent provides one gamete comprising of one pair of the homologous chromosome, meaning during the process of cell division, homologous chromosomes separate, and in the second division again, the sister chromatids separate from one another. And the homologous chromosomes are definitely found in different poles of the cell, hence they cause different characteristics in whichever gamete they will be found. Along the chromosomes, there are genes, as I just described earlier. There are two types of cells that we are going to talk about. We have the somatic cells and sex cells. Somatic cells are also referred to as the body cells, such as the white blood cell and red blood cell, while gametes are also referred to as the sex cells. So, the gametes, which are the sex cells, always have half the number of chromosomes as the parent cell. And this one cuts across all the generations, cuts across all the species. If the somatic cell comprises of 46 chromosomes, like for our case, we human beings, then the gamete will be having 23. And this condition of the gametes is referred to as haploid condition. A haploid cell is the type of cell which have half the number of chromosomes as the parent cell, while the one that have the exact number of chromosomes as the parent cell is referred to as a diploid cell. Since the gametes have half the number of chromosomes as the parent cell, while the somatic cell have the full number, that is 46, during the process of fertilization, each parent gives out a single gamete comprising of half the number of chromosomes, and when these gametes fuse, they lead to formation of a special cell, that is a zygote. It comprises of two different nuclei fused together, and those nuclei, each nucleus came in with 23 chromosomes, and they combine to make 46. The zygote that will have been formed will also be having the exact number of chromosomes as the parents. So the somatic cells of the father had 46 chromosomes. The somatic cells of the mother also had 46 chromosomes, but their gametes have 23 each. That is haploid condition. When they fuse, they form a zygote which has a total of 46 with different genetic combination. And during the process of cell division, there is also replication of genetic material. Hence, even if it is taking place maybe for the case of the red blood cells, each red blood cell will have its total number of chromosomes. Even though the red blood cells do not have the nucleus, so we may not talk about them, but examples of cells such as the white blood cells, the nerve cells, epithelial cells, among many others. That is the end of our lesson 94. Thanks for watching. Let's keep in touch. Find me in the next lesson where I'm also going to explain how hereditary materials can be transmitted from the parents to the offsprings. Goodbye.